I thought it would be fun to talk a little bit about poems today and how I use poetry. I write mostly nonfiction, actually. I've written about 21 books, and they're largely nonfiction. So I'll write a book about moose, and for like a North American animals series. I've recently published a couple of books about our government, but I really love to write poetry and to play around with poetry. And recently, what I've been doing a lot of is poems and rhymes and verse about various nonfiction topics. You know, the nonfiction aspect of it, I always want to have thoroughly researched and totally true. And so I do a lot of research. Usually starting online, always going to books, often going to original sources. With the Hay book, a lot of that was my own personal experience, but I did go and talk to farmers because I wanted to make sure that it was as accurate as I could make it. And I actually had a friend who's a hay farmer review the manuscript, and she gave me a long list of things that needed to be tweaked a bit to make sure that it was fully accurate. So the research is a very important part of the process, and I always provide a big bibliography and list of sources to my publishers. And if they have questions, they'll go to experts as well. I like writing about my environment because I think that I really enjoy looking closely at the things around me, and I want to encourage others to do that too. People of all ages. If you slow down and you look around you, you'll notice things, and often you'll have questions. And so I like asking those questions, and I also like answering those questions. An easy way to start writing, if you don't know what you like to write or what you want to write, an easy way to start is with poems. Poems are real short little pieces. Sometimes you can follow a form, like a haiku is one that a lot of people like to start with, but there are many, many different kinds of forms. Diamante is like when it gets larger and then smaller again, with a certain number of words on each line. And those sometimes can help people get started when they have specific rules to follow, or if you just like to rhyme, that's a lot of fun too. But if you don't like writing poems, then write whatever you do like to write. My basic thing that I need to remember is to just get your pen out, get your paper out, and start doing it, and the words eventually will come.